discuss about the labor cost. Labor constitute the second important element of cost. Research has shown that the majority of the cases labor cost constitutes about 40 to 50% of total cost of production. Meaning of labor cost. Woman efforts used for conversion of materials into finished products to finished products or doing various jobs in the business are known as labor. Payment of made towards the labor is called labor cost. Labor cost is the significant element of the total cost of production. 40 to 50% of the labor cost total production. Classification of labor. Labor two types, direct labor and indirect labor. What is direct labor? Direct labor is the labor which is directly engaged in the production of goods and services. Goods and services. It refers to about engaged in alternative the construction, composition, conformation or condition of the product. In other words, it is the labor which can be conveniently identified with a particular cost unit or cost center. Labor can be considered to be direct labor if it can be easily attributed to a specific job, contract, process or order. Next, it cost can be identified with the total cost of production. It varies proportionately with the change in output, and it can be controlled. The remuneration payable to direct labor is known as direct wages. According to the ICMA, direct labor cost is the cost of remuneration for employees. The cost of remuneration for employees, efforts and skills applied directly to a particular product or sellable services. It is the wages which is paid for those employees who actually convert raw materials into finished goods. The example of direct labor are wages payable to furniture maker, shoemaker and machine operator and carpenter and weaver and tailor and masons, drivers, etc. Any wages paid to tailors, weavers. Next, indirect labor. Indirect labor is that labor which is not directly engaged in the production of goods and services. Labor that does not alter the construction, conformation, composition or condition of the product, but which contributes to the completion of the product is known as indirect labor. It is the labor which serves as ancillary to the direct labor used in completing the production. The remuneration paid to indirect labor is termed as indirect wages. It is defined by the ICMA terminology as wage cost other than direct wage cost. Example of indirect labor or services of watchman, supervisor, inspector, clerk, peon and watchman, general manager, etc., storekeeper, etc. This is the indirect labor wages. Indirect labor is secondary in importance as compared to direct labor. its cost cannot be allocated but can only be apportioned. Indirect wages cost does not vary much with the change in production and is relatively difficult to control. It cannot be identified with the finished product and it's treated as overheads, indirect overheads. These are the different types of labors: direct labor and indirect labor. Next, methods of payment of wages. There are two main methods of wages payment. Number one, time rate system or time wage system. Number two, piece rate system or price wage system. Both are equal. First of all, time rate system. What is time rate system? Time rate system, under the time rate system, workers are paid according to the time for which they work. Payment may be on hourly basis, daily basis or weekly basis or monthly basis. In this system, no consideration is given to the quantity or quality of work done. Quantity or quality of work done when payment is made on hourly basis. Total wages payable are calculated as follows. Total wages or total earnings is equal number of hours worked into rate per hour. Number of hours worked into rate per hour. Rate per hour. For example, number of workers, that is called number of hours worked means time taken, that is equal to rate per hour is equal to R. That is equal total wages is equal to T into R. T means time taken, R means rate per hour. Next, second method is piece rate system. Piece rate system, wages under this system are paid according to the quantity of work done. Quantity of work done. A rate is fixed per unit of production and wages are calculated by the following formula. Piece rate system, wages is equal rate per unit into number of units produced. That is equal to number of units produced P, rate per unit to R is equal to T. That is equal to P into R. The piece rate system, the piece rate is applied only to good and complete units. Good and complete units. Incomplete pieces and defective are not considered for the purpose of calculating the wages due to a worker. The time taken to produce the units is not considered. Sometimes piece rate may not be readily available. In such cases, it is calculated with the help of the following formula. Piece rate is equal to time rate for hour oblique for day by standard or normal output per hour per day. This is piece rate. Next, incentive plans. Incentive plans, both time rate and piece rate system, both the method discussed above have their respective merits and demerits. In order to eliminate the defects of both time rate and piece rate systems, incentive plans are used. Incentive system result in more wages for workers. They also save overhead costs for the management. Most incentive system guarantee a minimum wage. Workers are encouraged to work efficiently by offering additional wages for the efficiency exhibited by them. The additional wages are called incentive. The additional wages are called incentive. Incentive are calculated in a manner that the gains of efficiency are shared by the workers as well as management. This is the incentive plans. The important plans have been discussed below. Number one, Allsay premium plan, and Rohan premium plan, and Taylor's differential piece rate plan, and Merrick multiple piece rate plan. These are the main important plans, incentive plans. First of all, Allsay premium plan. Allsay premium plan, under this method, standard time for doing each job or work is fixed. The worker is given wages for the actual time taken by him to complete the work. If the worker completes the work before time, he is given a bonus for the time saved by him. The amount of bonus is usually 50% of the wages for the time saved. It may vary from 33% to 66% of wages for the time saved. Standard time is fixed for each job and operation. If the labor completes at a standard time or more, he is given the standard price. If time saved wages given for actual hours saved as a bonus. Total earnings, also premium plan lo total earnings is equal to hours worked into rate per hour plus percentage of time saved into rate per hour. Hours worked means T, time taken, and rate per hour, that is equal to R. T into R plus percentage. S means standard time minus T means time taken into R is equal rate per hour. Bonus is equal to percentage of S minus T into R. Time means time taken, T means time taken, S is equal to standard time, and R is equal to rate per unit. Rate per hour. Next, second one is equal to Rohan premium plan. Rohan premium plan, this method is similar to Allsay plan. The only difference is in case of proportion of wages for time saved to be given to the workers. Under this method, the worker gets an hourly rate for the actual time taken by him to complete the work. He gets bonus if he completes the work before the standard time. The bonus payable is the proportion of wages of time taken which the time saved bears to the standard time allowed. Wages are paid in the time basis same. If worker takes standard time or more time, he is paid for the actual time taken. If worker take less than the standard time, then he is paid a bonus. Bonus is equal to Rohan premium plan. Bonus is equal time saved by standard time into time taken into hourly rate. Time saved ante S minus T, standard time minus time taken by standard time into time taken into rate, T into R. Total earnings is equal to total earnings under Rohan plan, T into R plus bonus. T means hours worked into R means rate per hour plus bonus. Bonus is equal, I'll discuss about F. This is the Rohan premium plan. Total earnings is equal T into R plus bonus. Next, another method is Taylor's differential piece rate system or piece rate plan. Taylor differential piece rate system This system was introduced by F.W. Taylor. The main features of this incentive plan are as follows. Uh, Day wages are not guaranteed. That is, it does not ensure any minimum amount of wages to workers. A standard time for each job is set very carefully after time and motion studies. Two-piece rate are set for each job, the lower rate and the higher rate. The lower piece rate is payable where a worker takes a longer time than the standard time to complete the work, and the higher rate is payable when a worker complete the work within the standard time within the standard time within the standard time. In other words, lower piece rate is payable to inefficient workers and higher piece rate is payable to efficient workers. Lower piece rate inefficient workers, higher piece rate is payable to efficient workers. It will be seen that there is a great difference between the wages of an efficient and an inefficient workers. Efficient and inefficient workers. These are the Taylor differential piece rate system. And next one is the Merrick differential piece rate system. Merrick. This method attempts to make an improvement over Taylor's differential piece rate system. Improvement over Taylor's differential piece rate system. Under this method, three piece rates are applied for workers hit different levels of performance of workers. The rates of remuneration are level of efficiency and piece rate. Up to 0 to 83% efficiency worker, ordinary piece rate. Next, 83 to 100% efficiency worker, 110% of ordinary piece rate. And above 100 above efficiency worker ki 120% of ordinary piece rate or normal piece rate. These are the three different rates, piece rates are applied for workers will different level of performance workers. This is the Merrick's multiple piece rate system. And this, in other word, to decide the wages earned by a worker, the first need to calculate this output percentage standard. This is done by dividing the actual output of the worker in the standard time allotted by the standard output. Defined for the standard time, once this is known, we can refer to the above table and ascertain the piece rate to which is entitled. The relevant piece rate is multiplied with the number of units produced by him to arrive at the wage earned. This is the Merrick differential piece rate system or multiple piece rate system. For example, you are presented with the following information by Olympia Engineering Company related to the first week of December 1999. The firm employs 5 workers at an early rate of 2 rupees during the week. They worked for 4 days for a total period of 40 hours each and completed a job for which the standard time was 48 hours for each worker. Calculate the labor cost under the Halsey method and Rohan method and incentive plan payments. First of all, Halsey method. Total earnings also method total earnings is equal T into R plus percentage S minus T into R. T is means time taken 40 hours into R is equal 10 rupees plus percent 50% wholesale pan lo bonus 50%, standard time 48 hours and time taken 40 hours into 10 rupees, that is called 440 rupees total earnings under Olsen method. And the Rohan method total earnings is equal T into R plus bonus. First of all calculate the bonus. Bonus is equal to S minus T by S into T into R. S is equal 48, T is equal 40. 48 minus 40 by 48 into 40 into 10. That is equal 66.666 or approximately 67 rupees. Therefore, total earnings is equal to T into R plus bonus. T means time taken 40 hours and rate 10 rupees plus bonus 67 rupees. Total earnings Rohan premium plan 467. And from the another example, from the following particulars calculate wages earned by workers A and B respectively under Taylor's system. Standard time allowed 10 units per hour, normal wage rate 1 rupee per hour. Differential rates to be applied 90% of piece rate when below standard efficiency and 125% of piece rate when at or above standard production on a day of production on a day of 8 hours. For day 8 hours, 75 units produced and B 85 units produced. Taylor differential piece rate system. First of all, unit rate for hour 10 units. Unit rate for hour 1 rupee. Unit rate 1 by 10, that is equal 0.1. And unit rate are piece rate for unit. Standard production for hourly 10 units for day 8 hours. 10 units into 8 hours per unit, that is equal 8 units standard production or standard units. Below efficiency rate 90%. 90% means piece rate is equal to 0.1. The 90% and the 0.09 rupees per unit. And above efficiency rate piece rate lo 125%. Piece rate is equal 0.1 అందులో 125% ఎంత అవుతుంది 0.125 rupees per unit. This is the differential piece rates. Below efficiency ki 0.09 per unit and above efficiency rate 0.125 per unit. Next, worker A. Worker A, how many units produced? 75 units produced. Units produced 75 units. Therefore, wages below efficiency kabatti piece rate lo 90%. That is equal to below efficiency 75 units into rate is equal 0.9. That is equal A worker earnings 6.75 rupees. And the worker B produced units 85 units above efficiency. Above efficiency rate is equal to 0.125 already calculated. Therefore, wages 85 into 0.125, that is called 10.625 or 10.63 approximately. These are the different Taylor differential piece rate. Above efficiency one type of rate, below efficiency one type of rate. These are the Taylor differential piece rate system. And labor cost law mainly discuss about the points payment of wages system. Two types of wages system. One is a time rate system, another is piece rate system. and time rate system is equal to total earnings is equal to T into R. T means time taken into R means rate per hour, and time is fixed 6 hours, 8 hours, so many time taken. Next, piece rate system, how many units produced for unit cost, అంటే యూనిట్స్ ఇంటూ కాస్ట్, పి ఇంటూ ఆర్. టోటల్ ఎర్నింగ్స్ ఈజ్ ఈక్వల్ పీస్ రేట్లో పి ఇంటూ ఆర్, దట్ ఈస్ ఈక్వల్ టు పి మీన్స్ యూనిట్స్ ప్రొడ్యూస్డ్, ఆర్ మీన్స్ రేట్ ఫర్ యూనిట్. దిస్ ఈజ్ పీస్ రేట్ సిస్టమ్. And another incentive plans, so many incentive plans, may importance of incentive plans, Halsey plan and Rohan premium plan and Taylor differential piece rate system and Merrick differential piece rate system. These are the four important incentive plans. Halsey system, under Halsey method, total earnings is equal to T into R plus percentage of S minus T into R. Total percentage of S minus T into R is equal bonus. T into R is equal wages, wages plus bonus, that is called total earnings. T into R plus percentage of S minus T into R. And under Rohan plan, total wages is equal to T into R plus bonus. Bonus is equal to S minus T by S into T into R, that is called bonus. Total earnings is equal to T into R plus bonus under Rohan plan. And third one is Taylor differential piece rate system. Taylor introduced the first time, F.W. Taylor introduced the two different piece rate system. One is the below efficiency worker one type of rate, and above efficiency worker ki one type of rates. These are the two different rates. Standard production ki above, standard production at or above efficiency worker one type of encourage cheyadaniki one type of rate, and below efficiency or standard to below worker ki పీస్ రేట్లో సమ్ పర్సంటేజ్ ఇది ఎంకరేజ్ చేయడానికి, బిలో వర్కర్ని కూడా ఎంకరేజ్ చేయడానికి పీస్ రేట్ను డిసైడ్ చేయడం జరిగింది టైలర్. ఇక మెర్రిక్ ఏం చేశాడంటే టైలర్లో ఉన్న డిఫరెన్షియస్ను తీయడానికి, టైలర్ మెథడ్లో ఉన్న డిఫరెన్షియల్ పీస్ రేట్ సిస్టంలో ఉన్న కొంత ఇంప్రూవ్మెంట్ చేయడానికి మెర్రిక్ త్రీ టైప్ ఆఫ్ పీస్ రేట్ని మనకి అప్లై చేశాడు వర్కర్స్కి. ఏంది ఒక్కొక్క ఎఫిషియన్సీ లెవెల్ని బట్టి వారికి పీస్ రేట్ గురించి అప్ టు 83% వరకు ఆర్డినరీ నార్మల్ పీస్ రేటు, 83 నుండి 100% వరకు ఆర్డినరీ పీస్ రేట్లో 110% ఆఫ్ ఆర్డినరీ ఆర్ నార్మల్ పీస్ రేట్. అండ్ థర్డ్ వన్ 100 అబోవ్ ఎఫిషియన్సీ ఉన్న వర్కర్కి 120% ఆఫ్ ఆర్డినరీ పీస్ రేట్ ఆర్ నార్మల్ పీస్ రేట్ను డిసైడ్ చేయడం జరిగింది మెరిక్. అంటే కొంత టైలర్ యొక్క మెథడ్ను సిస్టమ్ను కొంత ఇంప్రూవ్మెంట్ చేశాడు ఇక్కడ మెరిక్. దీస్ ఆర్ ది వేజెస్ పేమెంట్ సిస్టమ్ అండ్ ఇన్సెంటివ్ ప్లాన్స్. థ్యాంక్ యూ.